bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
Offense gets set for second down. On the option. Got the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
He wants to throw here on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his... The give. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back and a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. feeling some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense down. You got to figure out what they're doing.
They get to the line quickly. They're trying to get to it. Finds his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
He'll pitch it. Oh, just left him grasping. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Wisconsin. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. What a nice job by the defense streaking that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception drive. It's a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now on the counter. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Now they'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense facing fourth down.
And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. They didn't block the punt, but the pressure definitely affected him as he got that one away. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going.
And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Purdue, 0.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, bro.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sweet spin. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the option. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. Touch pass on the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
At the 29. First down for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So find something really quick that you can go to.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that pass picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
To the air on first down. It's caught. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown. touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the running back. Out to 35, he's open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan...
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll line up for a second down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He makes the connection. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's going to run it. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the 1st half. And here they are in the 2nd half defending a deep ball.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
And he's still running after the move. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He's got his man. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, and this
Johnny on the spot. And now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Using the quick game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, running back on the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's back to throw on second down. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Trying to wear down this defense, a seventh play of the drive, it's 3rd and 1. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks in the hurry up. Try to get it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass. If you're on defense, you got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 17 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
And the ball slipped out. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense with the scoop and score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country
versus City. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity.
Brings it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oregon! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jeff.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He wants to pass it on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked at the 29. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen...
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost in.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game. And you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The give and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. to pick it up on the ground. Just plowing down the field. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Hit hard just as he released.
The receiver.
Down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play can decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Alrighty, y'all. I appreciate you stopping in, checking out the stream. That's it for right now. We're gonna go ahead and get off stream for a little bit, and I'm sure we will be back on and do a little bit more streaming later on. So appreciate y'all stopping in and checking out the stream. Don't forget to hit